In this video, we are going to discuss myths and facts about going gluten-free. Gluten gives pizza crust its signature stretch and bread its satisfying chew, but it's often misunderstood and unfairly vilified. These days, many people use "I'm cutting out gluten" as a shorthand for "I'm eating healthy." However, the reality is more nuanced. Here are some common myths and facts about gluten to help you determine what's best for you. Myth: cutting out gluten means cutting out carbs. Fact: not all carbohydrates contain gluten. Gluten is a protein found in wheat, barley, rye, and related grains like spelt and farro. Many carbohydrate-rich foods such as rice, oats, quinoa, fruit, plain yogurt, potatoes, and corn are naturally gluten-free. Eliminating gluten does not mean eliminating all carbs. Myth: everyone should cut out gluten. Fact: eliminating gluten is essential for individuals with celiac disease, an autoimmune disorder that causes damage to the small intestine when gluten is consumed. Symptoms can include diarrhea, gas, or even no symptoms at all. If untreated, celiac disease can lead to complications such as anemia, osteoporosis, and diabetes due to poor nutrient absorption. Those with a family history of celiac or European heritage may have a higher risk, but the condition can affect anyone. Myth: gluten-free products are healthier. Fact: the availability of gluten-free products is helpful for those who need them, but a gluten-free label doesn't guarantee a product is healthier. Some gluten-free items, such as breads made with rice flour, may be lower in fiber and lack essential nutrients like iron and folic acid found in fortified regular grain products. Additionally, these products are often more expensive. If you don't need them, sticking to naturally gluten-free whole foods might be a better choice. Myth: a gluten-free diet can help you lose weight. Fact: weight loss from going gluten-free often stems from cutting out foods like pizza, bread, pasta, cakes, and cookies. However, many people replace these with gluten-free alternatives, which can sometimes be higher in calories due to added starch, fat, and sugar to mimic the taste and texture of gluten-containing products. Simply eliminating gluten is not a guaranteed weight loss strategy. Myth: you should cut out gluten if you think you have celiac disease. Fact: if you suspect you have celiac disease, it's crucial to get tested before making dietary changes. Doctors use blood tests to detect certain antibodies and may perform an intestinal biopsy to confirm the diagnosis. Cutting out gluten before these tests can skew results and lead to a false negative. If diagnosed, you'll need to avoid even trace amounts of gluten and carefully check labels for wheat, barley, and rye, including hidden sources like starch or medications. For oats, choose brands labeled gluten-free to avoid cross-contamination. If your tests are negative but you still experience symptoms like bloating, gas, abdominal pain, fatigue, or brain fog after eating gluten, you might have non-celiac gluten sensitivity. While there's no definitive test for this condition, eliminating gluten for a couple of weeks and tracking symptoms can help you determine whether it's causing issues for you. Key takeaway: gluten isn't inherently bad for everyone, and going gluten-free isn't synonymous with being healthier. Understanding your body's needs and consulting with a healthcare provider are essential steps before making major dietary changes.